Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on the time you're catching this broadcast. My name is YEWANDE ADEKOYA. Welcome to Reality Check with YEWANDE. This is a special program that we have to help small and medium scale businesses to build their business the right way, and also for those that are thinking of doing business, thinking of doing other things, of getting and being entrepreneurs. We are here to help you to grow. Studies have shown that businesses below 5 years have the tendency to fail if they do not build the right way or if they do not follow some processes. Okay, so welcome. Today we are dedicating it to women because it's International Women's Day, and women across the world are being celebrated. So I celebrate you. If you're a man, you're watching, please celebrate your wife, your mother, your sister, women around you, because it's not been easy, and we're saying that it's really a man's world. And you know how it is when I used to think it was Africa, but actually it's across the globe. Women are usually it's just a few people that are still doing it, usually undermined. Growing up, women are not really reckoned with. Women are not allowed to vote. Women are not allowed to voice their opinions. Women are not allowed to take some places, even in some organizations. But things are changing. Last year, women's theme was about equality. And over the past 1 year, things have changed. We have seen women in so many positions. In fact, we have a woman, as a vice president in America. We have our very own Dr. Ngozi Okonjo, the first woman in trade, in the world trade. And so we have women presidents, women leaders coming up here and there fast right now. And so we celebrate ourselves, and I'm just here as well to help, to dedicate this to women in business, women that want to grow their business, women that want to be in management, women that want to, do things, and they've been having this limitation. And so just here to show you, to take you through some traits, some things that you can do, to excel in this men-dominated world, because it's like automatically everybody believes that it's a man's world. And so nobody is just going to, because you have been in a company for so long that you're good, they will hand you over what you desire. You have to fight for it just like a man. Okay, so I'm here. I celebrate every woman that is around, and then just for us to be able to talk to ourselves. Sorry, men, we need to encourage ourselves as well. And as it's International Women's Day, days are set aside to celebrate women. We're just going to talk about how we can actually work to excel in this world. We're not taking over from the men. We just want our space. We just want to be able to lead, to be able to give our voice. We want to be able to do things, the way it should be. Some people used to believe that women's place is only for taking care of children, to being at home and all that. But things are changing. We realize that a lot of women are now contributing to their homes, and some of them are even breadwinners right now because of what is happening across the world. In fact, because of the pandemic, things have happened. Some men have had to be laid off, and the women are taking up the responsibility and all that. So things are changing, and women also need to stand up to some of the responsibilities that are being taken on. So I just want to talk about the traits that we've done research on some women that are excelling, and what are the things that have been able to do in this world, whether in their business, in their career, in management, and all that. And that's what I have come to talk about. So if you have any question, please feel free to drop your questions while I'm taking the steps, the traits that you see. And first thing that you see about women that are excelling is that they are intentional. Okay, so a lot of places, when you look at maybe about in the 20th century, in the 19th century, when you look at the board of organizations, you see all men. When you see businesses thriving, you see all men and all those things, you know. But for a woman to take up and say, I want to rise, you have to be intentional. You have to be deliberate about it. You have to write out goals. You have to set up targets and work towards it, more like a man's heart, you know. Nothing soft, not being able to say, oh, because I'm a woman. No, nobody will give that to you. So you need to be intentional. You need to be deliberate. Look at that particular post in your office, in your business, in that on that contract that you want to take, whatever it is. As a woman, you will not fold your hands and say, okay, I hope they will give this to me, and then you dress and go to the place and think that you will get the contract. No, you have to be intentional. You have to go for it, more like a man, you know, like a man's heart, you know. That is why you have to excel. If you really want to be able to excel in the world of a man, you have to be intentional and deliberate about what you are doing, you know. So many times sometimes I feel embarrassed where they use the woman figure. They want to do some things, they use the woman, she should dress half naked and all that. It's very embarrassing to me sometimes, because we can be more than that. It's not about the body. It's about also we have the mind, we have the gift that God has given to us. So when we are intentional, when a woman wants to excel in the world of men, you have to be intentional and deliberate and go for what you want. Okay, success will not be automatic. In fact, you need to work harder, you know, to get that leadership position that has been given to you. Okay, another thing you need to, as a woman, you know, that you need to do right now is to be more informed, to educate yourself. And I'm not talking about school education alone, you know. Women in different sections, women in different areas, even in the marketplace, in the offices, we need to be more informed. We need to know what it takes. For example, you want to be the MD of a company, or you want to be the head of association of your entrepreneurship, you want to be this, you want to be chairman and all that. You need to find out what it takes to be a woman in leadership. You need to find out what it takes. It will not just drop on your laps. Men are killing for these things, and women, we can also take our place. And like I said, in the last 1 year, women have been taking places in high places. I've been an example. I know what I've been able to do to drive myself. Women, we need to rise up. But you cannot take that place if you are not informed. You cannot take that place if you are not educated. So you need to go for it. What do I need to do? What are the things that are required for me to be able to achieve what I want to achieve? Go the extra mile to learn. So even if you have to go to work, you take care of the children, and as God will have it, we are better managers than men. That one cannot be that one cannot be debated. Sorry guys, but you know what I'm talking about. A woman can do like 3 or 4 things at the same time and still be able to manage. A man can really not focus on more than 1 or 2 things. He will be all destabilized. So we already have that thing inside of us. So if all we need to do is be able to go the extra mile. So even if you have other things you need to do, plan out the time, set out the time, because you have a goal. It's not going to be forever. Most of the time when you have to learn, most of the time when you have to, you know, be educated, you just choose some time. Like I started something up and I gave myself 5 years. And you know, it's been amazing because you see yourself grow. If you really want to get there, there's no rush. You build. Because if you are building your capacity. You will feel the challenges. You feel all that you need to feel before you get there. So when you get to where you want to get to, you are a rounded human being. Okay, nobody will be able to shut you aside because you are a woman. Everything that a man is being tested for, you are tested for it. And remember again, it's not only about physical health anymore. It's about intellectual. You know, it's about being able to get the skills and all that. So you need to be informed. Like I said, I'm talking about the traits of being able to excel in the world of men. How we need to be able to do it as a woman. The first thing is to be intentional. Second is also to be more informed and educated. The third one is to be courageous. In fact, when we're growing up, I know how difficult it is. A girl child, they might not allow you to speak. They might not allow you to talk, be able to face people and all that. So a lot of us have grown up like that, but we can change. Things are changing. We can actually change. We need to be courageous in this world. When you open the door, maybe or there's a meeting and you see all men, be bold enough, be courageous to walk in there. because the women are taking their place now. Women are taking, women are moving higher. But it is only the courageous ones. It's only the ones that can face their fears and take those risks that can get there. That's just the truth. In fact, I was telling myself today that God is a motivational speaker, because he told Joshua so many times in one chapter, be bold, be courageous, do not be afraid. He was just telling him like that because he knows that tendency is for him to be afraid, which is what a lot of women are. Even in our homes, we cannot talk. Even in our offices, we cannot talk. We just keep things to ourselves. We're not courageous enough to be able to take some steps. And if we really want to be a leader in this century, because the theme for International Women's Day is Women in Leadership, achieving an equal future in a COVID-19 world. So again, another thing COVID has come to do is like give a leveler. Everybody is on the same level. Man, woman, man, woman, single, married, rich or poor. COVID has sort of put everybody on the same level. So now you get the skills. If you need a skill to do whatever it is, you need to get the skills. You need to be courageous. You need to speak up. Okay? Nobody is coming to shut you down. You are the only one that can limit yourself. Women, I'm talking to women today because that is a major issue for us, that limiting belief. And once you are able to get through, you'll be on the rise. You'll be unstoppable. Yes, I see you. A lot of us are taking the courage. We need to take it, because even women, you see the women that are taking courage now, they are moving on and they are facing their fears. And even a woman with a courageous woman, nobody can stop a courageous man. Not even a man can stop a courageous man. So we need to be courageous, okay? Then another thing I wrote is that we need to stay updated. Women, we need to stay updated. If you have been doing something, you have been on the same level for a long time, you have been in the same career, you have been doing a particular job, you have been like plateauing in a comfort zone, you need to work on yourself. You need to stay updated. You need to do things dynamically. You need to improve your skills. Don't think, like I said, that because you're a woman, it is time for you to be promoted. You'll be promoted ordinarily. No, it is not handed over to us. Okay, I'm talking now because it is Women's Day, and today, this week has been set aside for women, and we're encouraging ourselves in building our businesses, and it is very important that we up our game. Okay, we need to be able to look for that gift that is inside of us, what we are passionate about, and work on the skills to be able to bring it to the world. You need to be excellent in what you do. Excellent in what you do. So when you start as you are, but as you move on, you need to begin to work at it so that people cannot just shove you aside. You'll be someone to be reckoned with. You cannot be doing something for years and be doing it well and not be reckoned with in that industry, no matter the industry that you are in. So decide to be intentional. Decide that you are going to make a difference in your own space. Okay, in your own space. We are talking about women's leadership across board, and that is the topic for the International Women for this year 2021. We need to be able to take our space in wherever we are. Okay, another thing is working on our interpersonal skills. Okay, women must learn to talk, must learn to be able to relate, must be able to manage things. You must be able to, and like I will say again, I know a lot of women say they're on the quiet side, they can't do this, they can't do that. I am not saying you should be a noise maker. I'm just saying let your voice be heard. Be able to relate with people. Be able to build your interpersonal skills. How do you relate with people? So now there's a vote, that's supposed to come up. You are very good at what you do, but you hardly talk to anyone. You hardly relate. People would rather put someone that could relate than someone that is good technically, but cannot manage people, cannot relate with people. So it is a skill that you need to work on. And just goes to, you can develop it. Every time I talk about it, I talk about the fact that habits can be learned over time. So we need to work on our interpersonal skills, the way we relate to people, the way we communicate, the way we do things, the way you carry yourself. You can actually learn all those things because it will help you along the way. You need to also relate with people. You are not an island. Even if you are good at what you do, you must be able to still relate with others. You need to have role models. In fact, we have a lot of women around now that are doing amazing things because they decided to be courageous. So if you want to take that step, you be intentional. Choose one or two role models in the field where you are, in whatever section you want to be. Choose those role models and follow through and look at what they are doing and follow through with them. We have women doing amazing things now. So you have no excuse. Before, it was more of men. So we're talking about, Thomas Edison, all those things. But now we can talk of the likes of ADEKOYA of this world. We can talk about Kamala Harris and, our vice president in America. We have so many of them. We have Angela Merkel. We have a lot of women in places right now that we can choose and study their lives. It depends on whatever area. And those are the people, in politics. You can look at all the ones in the sections where which you are. Go search for them. Role models of women that you can follow, because again, women, because of who we are, we can be a bit different from men, but that does not stop us from going for the leadership position, from making our voice heard. Okay, I hope you are getting value for this. Thank you for joining me. Please share this with anyone that you think that might need it, because women, and I've come to meet with a lot of women that are amazing. They have so much. God has put so much inside of them, but they keep quiet. So much inside of them because of their upbringing, they're so quiet, they're not courageous, they have this fear and all that. We need to begin to change all that. The world is waiting for you. The world is waiting for you to take that step. I'm telling you, COVID has come to put everyone on the same pedestal. There's the technology there that you can actually use to move to the next level. So I'm challenging you as a woman in this era that you need to work on yourself. You need to choose role models. If you can reach out to them, fine. If you can't, you can read about them and be able to work with them. You need to be able to build up networks. Building up networks. It is not all about money. It's not only about running after money. You need to be able to build up networks. Your network is your network. Who are the people that you know? Who are the people that you are relating with? If you want to meet someone today, you need 1 or 2 people or 3 people just to get to that person. Go in search of them. Network is amazing, no matter the different levels, because it can help you get to where you want to be. And once you are able to build your network, it will be easier for you. So, like I said, women, we run away from politics. I mean, in Nigeria, we don't have a female president yet. I've not seen a female governor, or correct me if I'm wrong. But we need to begin to take a look at all these things, because it is also, it's not a no-go area. It's not a no-go area. We need to begin to look at it. When you have network, you've been able to impact lives. Maybe in the area where you are, you have done so much. And then when you tell people you want to go for politics, you don't have to bribe anyone. You've already grown the network. They've made that you've added value to people's life. It will be easier for you. And when you get there, you'll be there to serve. So we need to begin to look at all those things as women and not leave some things for men and say, okay, this one, I'll be in the house. This one, I'll be, no. Those days are gone. And like I said, thank God for some women that were working in that last 1 year. Their husbands lost their jobs. A lot of things happened to the husband. Some men died during COVID. Some things happened, and thank God some women had to automatically struggle, and start meeting up. But you need to be prepared. Okay, let's begin to take the place. Thank you everyone for joining me. It is the International Women's Day, and so we're talking to women on how we can actually take up our leadership role based on the IWD 2021 theme that for the year. Okay, be prepared. Be prepared for the stepping stones. So even though you don't see it coming, you don't know where it is, you have the goal, maybe you want to be something great, you know it, you feel it inside of you, but you don't know how you get it. Be preparing yourself. Success is opportunity meets preparedness. Be preparing yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do, speak to yourself, talk to yourself, our family. Speak like what you want, whatever post you want to be in, to see yourself in that post, because it will come. The opportunity will come, but you have to be prepared. If the opportunity comes and you are not prepared, it will be such a shame, because it will pass you by. But again, being prepared for it. So women, we need to work on ourselves, and we need to work extra, because the men don't need to do much, but the women need to do more to be able to prove that they can actually do it. Okay, there's another thing. I know women, we need to support each other. Women can bring ourselves down. Men are good at supporting each other, but women, I don't know how that happens, but a lot of women can really backstab and draw each other down, and are like, okay, what is she feeling like, what is she doing, rather than bringing the support. So we need to look at that support system. Everyone should support each other, because I don't think in this space, maybe only in the office space where only one person has to be promoted and all that, but the more we are able to support each other, the more we rise. We need to look at that. One woman, now everybody is celebrating Okojo Owera. You know, she is a woman like us. You know, it's the first time a woman is taking up that post. And it's amazing. The first time we have a first female vice president in the White House. You know, so these are things that we need to begin to look at and support each other to be able to get there. Okay? We need to invest in ourselves. We need to invest time in our business, in ourselves. I cannot overemphasize that. Provide value. Value, value, value. Keep giving out value. Well, I come every week, and I've been doing this for over a year, to provide value, to help other people. I know a lot of people that have reached out to me thanking me for this, because it has really helped them. So I provide value. And when you provide value, there's no how. There's no how. It will come back to you. That relevance will be there. People will come to you as a go-to. People, the money you are chasing will begin to chase you. You become a solution provider, a problem provider, a solution provider, you know, providing solution to problems. So women, I charge you, what problem is it around you? What issue, what that passion that you have that you need to work on? Because again, you have to be passionate about whatever it is. Ask yourself that question. What problem do I need to solve? How can I solve a problem in my area? Or how can I solve a problem in this particular thing I want to go into? You need to take a look at that, because that is where it is. Providing that solution. So rather than running after people, after a while, your value attracts people to you. And we can easily do that. It's not only, like I said, again, sometimes it can be embarrassing for me when I see billboard and I see women all naked and, you know, all that. And that is what basically the world was thinking of women and all that. But things are changing. We need to begin to take our place. We are not taking over from men, but we are also taking our place. We are letting our voice be heard. Gone are the days when women do not have a say. Now, most of the time when you see a board, even though it might be a woman, one woman you might see on the board of companies, but at least before there was no one. But now things are getting better, so we can do that as well. But you have to be a woman of excellence, a woman that is giving value, a woman that you don't do things shoddily. Work on yourself, okay, so that when you even go and you are competing with a post, even with a man or no matter whoever it is, they will not say, because it's a woman, let's give it to her. They will give the post to you because of your excellence, because of your value and all that you have done. Okay, thank you so much everyone that has joined me. I hope you are getting value from this. Another thing that I realized, most women that are making impacts, that are excelling, they also take time out to distress and to rejuvenate. Because remember, women, we have a lot that we go through in our bodies, physically, mentally, psychologically. We have a lot, and if you're not careful, there's tendency to age faster than men. That one is there. That's why most of the time they always say women should not marry, you know, all those things, that women should be younger when you're younger than the man and all that, because if not, you will really struggle. So it is very important that we take care of ourselves. We take time out as a woman to retreat, to take care of yourself, sleep well, eat well, you know, do a me time, me time. Even though the children might be there, the husband might be there, plan it. And that's why when you are intentional, I started with the first thing was intentional. When you are intentional about it, you know your duties. It is not about shanking your duties. Please don't get me wrong. You still have your duties, but there are other things. You plan out the little time you have. You plan it. You don't go around gossiping. You don't have time for all these other things that some other women do. Because really and truly, when you talk about a woman, there's just some things that have been, there is a box that women have been put in. You know, women chatter boxes. They talk, they gather, they bring people, they bring themselves together. They are only meant for the home, for the kitchen and all that. So that box has been there. But some women have been courageous enough to break through. I cannot remember the last time I watched TV. Not because I want to, but there's so much, you know, to do. I have a lot of things. And so you need to be able to manage your time and be able to do what you have to do. Be deliberate about it. Okay? You are more than enough. I am here to talk to a woman that is thinking that she doesn't have anything to offer. I beg to disagree. You have something to offer. You have something inside of you that the Lord has put inside of you. And if you say you have nothing to offer, you make him a liar. So I'm not preaching now, but that is the truth. That's what I've realized. And in the last 1-2 years that I've started working with, especially with women, most of my mentees are women, I have realized that women have so much to offer. We have so much inside of us that all we need to do is push ourselves. Push ourselves to be able to get there. And that is why those that are pushing themselves, they are beginning to, the women that are pushing themselves, they are beginning to see them being celebrated across the world. So what about you? Do you want to be celebrated? Or you just want to be there to be known as the wife of a celebrity? You know, that's another thing. Some women now, once they have struggled, it's part of what I've written down, they just give up easily. That is a man's world. So you'd rather go and look for a man that can do it, and then you just be the wife, prim and proper, let him be giving you money. You'll be traveling around the world, you know, having children for him. If that's your choice, then that's fine. But I don't want to be only that. I want to be a woman with a voice. I want to be able to speak. I want to be a leader. I want to be able to, you know, push myself to be the best that I can be. And I realize that there are so many women there that we can encourage as well to move on. We need to support each other as women. So when you see a woman another time, don't bring her down. Look at the issues that she has and encourage her. And even in yourself, women, we need to begin to motivate ourselves and encourage ourselves, because really and truly, like I said, we are in a man's world. Men find it easier. So as a woman, you have to do things extra. You will cook, you take care of the children. But if you have a passion, after all that, maybe when all of them are sleeping, that is when you can have time for yourself to be able to build your dream. We all have dreams. So don't tell me that it's only people that are married that have dreams. We have single, no matter whatever situation you are. And today we are celebrating all women, single, married, divorced, you know, engaged. No matter who you are, you have something special inside of you. And it is not only about your body, because the older you get, your body will fade off. But what do you have in here? What do you have in here that God has given you? The gift of a man, the gift that God has given you, will take you places. So are you using your gifts now? Thank you for everyone that has joined me. I hope that you found value. You know, today we're just celebrating ourselves, talking to ourselves on how we can really grow. And I'm talking about, and research, I've done research on women that have really excelled. Women that have excelled, that are taking places in high places, and what they have been able to do. So I will just summarize for us, okay? They are very intentional, deliberate about what it is that they want to do. They set out goals, they go for it, because nobody is going to say, she's a woman, let's give it to her. No. They are good. You are going to have to be merited. And I don't want a situation where I go for a competition, I go for something, and then maybe I don't win. They not say because I'm a woman, we give it to. I don't want that kind of promotion. I don't want that kind of thing. I want to merit it. I want to be able to stand and compete. So as women, we need to be intentional. We need to go the extra mile. The second one is that we need to be informed and educate ourselves. We need to be intentional and go for what we want. Men, they automatically do those things. They look for what they want and they go for it. You cannot even discourage them. And women will say, okay, I can shank it because of why? Why? And that's why we're taking this month of March out to encourage ourselves. We can actually, in fact, we are better managers. We can do things. Only our willpower is what we need to push ourselves. Okay? We need to be courageous. God told Joshua, be bold. Do not be afraid. He was just saying it plenty times. The same thing I tell us women. It is time for you to take courage and face that fear, that thing that you are afraid of. This week, go and do it. This week, write it down and go and do it. And then chat me here and tell me that thing that you were afraid of, that it killed you, or the thing that you were afraid of happened. It can only make you better. I have done a lot of things that I'm afraid of, and I was surprised at what I got. Okay? And even failure, like I always say, failure is just a way to know how not to do it again. Okay? We need to be dynamic. The skills that you have, go and sharpen your skills. Excellence in what you do. When you have a customer and they ask them, okay, how is this your supplier? Let the customer not only talk about the products or the business that they are giving, let them talk about your integrity. Let them talk about your person and be able to say, this woman is an amazing person. With that one, women, you know, like I said, we need women governors, we need women presidents, we need more women in leadership position, in management, in businesses and all that. And it is only women that are courageous. If we leave it to the men, of course it's their world, they will keep doing it. But women are making a difference, and so can you, okay? Interpersonal skills, you need to be able to talk more, to communicate more with people, be able to manage people and not be hot-tempered. Women can be hot-tempered. We can be all this. We don't know how to, you know, encourage ourselves. We don't know how to manage with others, but we can learn it. It is a skill that people, women of excellence, you know, have to offer. We need to support ourselves. We need to prepare for stepping stones, because opportunities are coming in every day. Every day now, opportunities are coming in more for women than even for men. But a lot of women are not prepared. A lot of women see themselves as this is not for them. So we need to begin to take our place, okay, in this world. We need to begin to take our place. God has put us here for a purpose. We need to begin to take our place, okay? Like I said again, women need to distress, take time out to take care of yourself, a me time for yourself. Maybe family and children, okay, today, please, mommy needs to go out, daddy take care of or whatever. You make arrangement for how to do about it, so that when you have a sane mind, you are able to think and God will talk to you, okay? It is very important. Women, this year, this next 1 year, let's go out and make things happen. Let them begin to hear us, okay? Sorry for all the men that are online, but again, women have been sidelined for too long. A lot of us cannot even voice out, and we're even in our 40s, 50s. We can't talk. We have so much gifts inside of us, we can't talk. It is time to change. If you're a woman out there and you need someone to support you, and you need one to encourage you, reach out to me, send me a DM, send me a WhatsApp chat. Let's begin to get that thing out. A lot of destinies are tied to yours. Until I began to speak up, okay? And the last 3 years has been amazing. It's not about the money, it's about the lives that I've been able to impact because I took the courage. Okay, people keep asking me. I see myself, you know, Angela, Dr. Onkojo, well, people are celebrating her, but she keeps going for what she wants. She won't stop. So why are you not going for what you want? Why are you just sitting down there and expecting things to fall on your lap? Maybe that's what the world has made us, you know, to believe. That maybe you just wear some clothes, dangle yourself like a carrot in front of a man and you get it. Those things don't happen again. You have the skills, you get the job. You have the skills, you get it done. Okay, things are getting better. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, be confident, be passionate. You know, work on yourself. You are not better. Practice, practice, practice. Like everyone, like a lot of people that I know, to come up. I remember when I first started doing this over a year ago, it was tough for me, but now, you know, now it's much easier because I'm communicating with people. I've been practicing. I'm not yet a guru. I'm not yet an expert, but I'm getting there. But what is it that you are doing to encourage yourself to move forward? Leave that comfort zone. I'm talking to women today. I really have this straight from my heart, because I can't believe that I'm here right now. As in, when I say I'm here, where I am right now, I can't believe that I'm here in just the short amount of time. But the fact of I had role models, I had mentors, I had coaches, and I began to take that step, that courageous step, you know, and it's been amazing, you know. So for you, whatever it is that you want to go for, God is backing you up. In fact, God is saying, move, YEWANDE, move. I've put that place. I've given you this land. Just take the possession of it. And you're just taking a stand and you say you're afraid. So God has given us, as we go into this year, when I mean year, as a woman, this new year, we need to upgrade. Yes, thank you, Sergey. We need to just upgrade ourselves. Maybe you were doing okay before. You can move from good to better, from better to best. And even there, you upgrade yourself. No competition. No need to compete with ourselves. There's enough space for everyone. Compete with your own self. Be a better version of yourself. Okay, thank you everyone that joined me. It is a week separated for women, and we're talking to women on how we can actually take our place and be leaders, and not just any woman. Move to the leadership. Tell people to, excuse me, shift. I'm going to the top. A leader leads in front. A leader is at the top. Is always taking, always taking that risk. Is always taking that step first. Leading people. That is where we belong. And we need to take that step. Okay, thank you for joining me. My name is YEWANDE ADEKOYA again. I'm a mindset consultant and a business coach. You can reach out to me for coaching, and we can all be your business, your whatever you want to be a better person. We can actually do this together. That is why I'm here. That's why I'm passionate about it. Okay, thank you so much. Please feel free to go to my YouTube page and follow me on my YouTube page, YEWANDE ADEKOYA. Also on my business page as well. Please feel free to like my page. Thank you. And then you can drop your questions. You can drop your questions. You can drop your contributions, and I will definitely come back and respond to you. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Have a wonderful week ahead. Bye.